Welcome back. With the diving portion completed, the SEC Championships return to the O-Dome tomorrow for the swimming contests. As an overall team, the Gator women come back in second place, a little behind Auburn. The men are third, but far behind Auburn and Tennessee. On the men's side, senior Connor Dwyer is one of the top swimmers to watch. Here he is winning the 200-meter fly easily in a meet earlier this season against Georgia Tech. And keep your eye on Elizabeth Beazle. She dominated the pool in this 1,000-meter free at the Georgia Tech meet. Auburn won for the men and Georgia for the women last year. Yesterday, UF head coach Greg Troy said those two squads are favored again on paper, but he likes the Gators' chances. Florida men's basketball is back in the top 15 of both the AP and USA coaching polls this week. For the first time since December, the Gators are riding a 4-game win streak, including home wins over ranked Kentucky and Vanderbilt teams. Kentucky is down to number 22 in both polls, the Wildcats' lowest ranking this season. John Calipari's team has just won one win since February 1st, which was at home over Tennessee. But the Wildcats are struggling away from Rupp Arena, losing to Ole Miss, Florida, and most recently Vanderbilt. They'll look to bounce back tonight when they host Mississippi State in a rematch of last season's SEC title game. The game starts at 7 on ESPN. The Kansas Jayhawks' newly minted number 1 ranking may not survive next week's poll. After defeating their in-state rival 90-66 earlier this season, Kansas State turned the tables last night. Let's take a look. Here we are in the second half, K-State up by almost 10 points. The Jayhawks starting 5 were just not feeling it last night. Here's a nice one from Marcus Morris. He scored 13 points. Guard Jacob Pullen was in almost the entire game last night, racking up 37 minutes, but he made all of them count. Pullen led K-State with 38 points, with shots like this lovely three-pointer. The Wildcats were secure at halftime with a 9-point lead. Kansas showed signs of life coming out of the break, closing in before K-State regained complete control. 84-68 was the final score. The dust might still be settling on college football's 2011 recruiting classes, but that doesn't mean it's too soon to look towards 2012. The Gators are expected to receive their third verbal commitment for the 2012 class later this evening from running back Matt Jones. At 6'3", Jones is a big back out of Armwood High School. In his junior year, Jones rushed for 1,300 yards on 176 carries. The Hawks went 14-1, finishing as the runner-up in Class 4A. Tomorrow, the Gators softball team takes on Jacksonville. SEC Pitcher of the Week Stephanie Brombacher says she's looking forward to the matchup.
They do have some talented hitters and some talented pitching. I believe most of them are from Florida, and Florida is kind of a hotbed for softball players, and they're all very talented, so they'll put up a good fight.
The game starts at 6 at JU with the 2-2 Dolphins hosting the 5-0 Gators. The Gator lacrosse team also plays Jacksonville tomorrow. The Gators will look to bounce back from a loss to UNC this weekend. And that's today's look inside Gator Sports. Lauren will be back with more news after the break.